that your phone?
Oh, yeah. Of course, everybody's calling now.
There he is.
What?
Oh, just when I'm busy.
Yeah.
Got in here, 2 seconds to go.
Good afternoon. We'll call this meeting to order. This is a meeting of the Board of Zoning Adjustment, Nolan, Minnesota. It's Thursday, June 29, 2017, 4 p.m. Item 1 would be to approve the minutes of the May 25th meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second for approving the minutes as read. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Item 2 is a public hearing. Item A is to consider the application of Ann Ayer, or is that Ayer, requesting a variance from the city code to allow a fence to be located 0 feet from the side property line on the property legally described as the rear 72 feet of lot 14, block 68, south of Center Street. The required setback is 5 feet. The street address is 517 2nd South Street. So this is a public hearing. Anybody out there that would wish to speak on the matter? It's like there's no one here to speak on that one, so I guess it would recommend that someone make a motion to either approve or deny, or with or without conditions to move on. Nobody wants to close the public hearing?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second that.
Give a motion a second to close the public hearing. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion approved. What's your wishes? Where do you want to go with it from there?
Well, I think it's a unique situation, and I think it could be blend complementary because if it's in line with the house and the existing patio, and
If I can just make a comment, it's that maybe our understanding is that the fence is going to extend the length of the patio, and it's not going any further than that, is that correct?
It'll be the length of the patio and then come back along the patio on the other
for a
side.
return.
Correct, yep.
So it's an L shape.
It's an L-shaped fence, yeah, but you're just taking it along along with the wall of the house, and then just returning it back along the patio there. There's some shrubs there now.
In this situation, I don't see no detriment for people traveling in the alley as far as cars where it would be
And there's,
blinding view or anything else, so I would,
and there's, yeah, it's just basically it's for privacy, and I can understand it, I mean, otherwise they're just looking at their neighbors backing out of their driveway or anybody coming through, so.
Correct, yep.
Oh, I understand it's going to be a wood fence, and how high? I guess I missed part of that.
Well, the height can only be 6 foot, 6.5 foot. She didn't have a height on it.
Is that 6 foot from the alley level or 6 foot from the patio?
It would be 6 foot from the patio. If she chooses to put it on the patio, if it chooses to put it on the ground, then it would be 6.5 foot from the ground.
Okay,
But if she does it on the ground, then you're only going to get about 4.5, maybe a little bit more fence sticking above the patio.
sure.
So that's,
So are you advocating the fence is going to be mounted to the patio?
it's, however she chooses to do the fence is up to her. But like I said, if it goes on the patio, then we got to measure off the patio 6.5 feet. If it goes to the ground, then it's 6.5 feet off the ground.
And the requester is aware of that?
Correct.
Mr. Chairman, I'll make a motion to approve the variance.
Second,
Do we have a motion and a second to approve the variance request as requested? No conditions? Is that what you're saying?
Just in what the fencing regulations would be with the city.
Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. And that will go to the council meeting on July 5th.
Fifth.
5th, they moved it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Moving on, item B, consider the application of Jeff Peterson for variances from side yard, lot width, and lot area regulations of the city code to allow a twin home to be constructed on property legally described as Lot 11, Block 3, Oak Bluffs, 4th Edition, street addresses 1442 and 1448 10th North Street. A public hearing, again, if anyone wishes to speak on the matter. Seeing no one here that, so we can
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
have a motion and a second to close the public hearing. Any further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. What's your wishes? This is one,
It's
we've had several of the twin homes. In fact, there's one, I think, just a
Across the
block
street.
down the street.
across the
It's
street.
across the
Right across the street.
Across the street. Anyhow, and the reason for this is you have two homes, you don't need them at 10 feet in the center. Is that correct?
Well, the side yard setback, on one of the lots it's only gonna be 45 foot wide, and also the area of the one lot is smaller than the required area per the code. And that's,
If, I got a question, if it sits right on the lot line, if something goes wrong on the other side, how do they go ahead and determine that, how to fix it?
it's two separate owners.
Yeah, I know, but if there's damage, I mean, if they don't get along, how are they gonna end up? Do they work it out somewhere or another?
That's no different than
Other ones?
your neighbors, yeah. Being with the setback, the only thing that's required on that would be different is that there needs to be a fire barrier between the two. That's part of the building code.
Again, I don't see no problem with anything with traffic or anything, so I'd make a motion to approve the variance.
I'll second that motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second approving the variance as requested. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Anything from the staff?
I have nothing.
Okay. No further business, meeting adjourned. At 5:00.